Gulf War update.
There it is.
Hey, Pa! Renee, get out here. I got news.
They're not here right now. What are you doing?
What is all this
It's
stuff?
work.
No, this is no time for business.
What is going on?
Alex, we're gonna have a Buchanan hoedown. I'd say it's time you just knock the dust off those dancing shoes of yours.
So what did Carlo want?
A partner.
A what?
You know, a partner.
What do you mean, a partner?
Well, he wants me to work for him.
On what?
Well, actually, he offered a pretty good offer, actually.
Yes, I'm sure he did, darling. And what did you say?
I said yes, that I would. Why not? What have I got to lose, after all?
Darling, putting all that sugar in your tea is not going to sweeten the deal with Carlo. Oh, come on. Tell me what's wrong. What is it?
Everything.
Oh.
Just everything. Even if he does give me the world on a silver platter, what am I supposed to do with it after I don't have Max?
Hey, how you doing? I'm okay. How you doing? Good. You seem a little skittish today. Oh, you know, not enough sleep, too much coffee. You must know the routine. Yeah, I do. You got trouble with Gabrielle? You can say that again. It doesn't sound very good. Well, it depends on how you interpret divorce. Either you see it as a cure or as an illness. Divorce? You're gonna get a divorce? No. You can't do this, Max. You can't get a divorce.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
A hoedown? Well, that's interesting. What's the occasion?
I thought you had business to take care of here, Alex.
Bo, come on, spit it out. What is it?
No. I don't want to interrupt any of Ace's business, you know, just because Cord and Tina are bringing a baby home.
Oh, she had the baby.
Yeah, delivered in a snowstorm, a blizzard by Cord Roberts.
Is that right? Really? Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a little girl, and Tina's fine, and the baby's fine, and Cord's fine, and they'll tell you all about it once they get here. Where is the old man?
Oh, he's out of town on business today.
Well, where's Renee?
I don't know. Maybe we should check with Nigel.
No. Forget Nigel. We'll just plan this whole shindig ourselves. All right? You wouldn't believe Vicky and Clint. I swear, they're walking on air right now.
Yeah, they're not the only ones.
What? Oh, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. It looks good on you. Okay, now, let's see. Cord is your nephew.
Hmm?
So that makes you, this baby's great.
Great. That makes me great. Let's just leave it there at great, okay? I don't want to get into any genealogical kind of distinctions or whatever it
Yes,
is, all right?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Then knock it up.
It's very good to see you like this. This baby's good for your morale.
Well, yeah, it's just nice to see two people that are able to walk through a fire together, and then they see a light at the end of the tunnel, and then that's a new life, you know? It's just not another fire.
Were you and Sarah going to have kids?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. I never told anybody this because I never thought it was very significant, but when my father disappeared into the witness protection program, I really wanted to have a baby.
You were just a kid.
Yeah, I know, but I really don't know if I would have gone for it or not, but I thought, I just had this incredible impulse. I just wanted to have a baby. You know, a new life to love and concentrate on instead of thinking about my father being gone. The only reason I bring that up is because I think it's the same for you. With Cord and Tina's baby. think it probably means more to you because of what you've been through lately.
Maybe.
I'm not saying that it takes away from Sarah being gone. But when one life is taken away from us and another life is given, it balances things out.
Well, I want to thank you for your...
Sharing that very intimate, inspirational detail of my life, yes.
No, it
and
did. It
my
helped.
psychiatric evaluation, which I'm sure you couldn't have lived without.
It helped. It helped.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, good. So good to see you smile.
Why?
The best thing about this baby is that it's making you so happy, and she's not even home yet.
I smile. I smile all the time. Alex, have you ever seen me not smile? Huh?
You've got to be kidding me.
No, I'm...
Oh, Saved by the Bell. Excuse me. I'm expecting a phone call in the office.
All right.
Darling, I mean, what is it going to solve siding with Carlo?
Well, I really don't have a choice, Mother. He has the tape.
Well, so what? Max has already seen the tape.
Oh, not the videotape, Mother.
Look, don't talk to me like that, Gabrielle, please.
The audio tape. Do you remember the tape that was recording in Tina's room the night that Johnny was shot? It reveals that Nicky Smith was the one who shot him.
Yes, the tape that revealed that you were at the scene of the crime.
Yes, that one.
Well, we ought to have destroyed it, I told you
Oh,
that.
please, let's not go over this again. At least I have found a way to have some of my needs taken care of.
Yes, but at what price, darling?
Mother.
Oh, I know, but Carlo is a very powerful man, darling. I mean, he gives me the willies. I don't trust him for a moment. You're in right over your head, you know that?
I know where I stand during all of this. I'm not a fool, you know.
So you keep saying. Here you are.
Thank you. Mom, look, he frightens me as well. But that's where I get my strength from.
Oh, now you have lost me.
Don't you see?
No.
As long as I don't trust him, then I'll watch my step every step of the way. But as soon as I start to trust him, well, that's when he really becomes dangerous to me.
What about Al?
What about him? Carlo's got nothing to do with Al.
Oh, darling, you can't imagine you can have this sort of close association with Carlo without it affecting your
This is
son.
a business relationship, not a marriage. He's not even going to come in contact with Al.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have never seen Carlo particularly differentiating between business and pleasure.
Well, he will this time. I'll see to that.
What about Max? I mean, he's going to find out about this alliance with Carlo. That'll probably be the final blow.
The final blow has already been struck. Max is no longer available. He's made that quite clear to me.
Darling, you can't be sure of that. I think the two of you ought to continue talking.
Please stop. This is bad enough that I've got to deal with it by myself. Then to have to explain it all to you is so annoying. I wish you'd stop putting me through this.
Oh, darling, I'm not trying to torture you. I just don't want you to, well, you know, burn all your bridges.
I'm not. Mum, you know how much I love Max. I will always love Max. But he's gone. And I've got to find the strength to carry on, and I wish that you would help me find that strength instead of reprimanding every step of the way. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I don't know what the hell your reasons are for wanting me to go back to Gabrielle, but I don't want to hear them, okay?
Max, please, just
No,
listen.
forget
to me.
about
Max,
it.
come on.
Hey, what about those Phillies? I mean, where's Mike Schmidt?
I don't give a darn about
hey,
the...
Okay,
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen. I think that Gabrielle is working for Carlo.
Say that again?
I think that your wife is working for Carlo Hesser.
I knew Carlo had a better reason to videotape Gabrielle with Tony. I never bought her story that Carlo had something on Tony.
Yeah, that's why it's important for us to find out what Carlo's up to. Now, I think he's working...
Don't try to convince me to get involved, okay?
Well, I can understand what you're going through right now. I understand how you feel. And believe me, I wouldn't ask you this unless it was absolutely necessary.
Listen, it's been swell talking with you, okay? I got a lot of work to do. I'll see you around, okay?
Max, if Gabrielle is working with Carlo, then she is possibly the only person that can get this information for us. And you are the only one that can get this information out of her.
Lucky me.
Now, I stole a tape out of Carlo's room the other day, a cassette tape. Why? Because it's a long story, but anyway. Do you remember when Johnny D was killed? There was a tape player in Tina's room that was found running.
Sure, I remember. That's the one that Troy said that Gabrielle's partial fingerprint was on.
Exactly. Now, the tape that I took out of Carlo's room
Is that tape?
is either that tape or a copy of it. Now, on that tape is the whole sequence of events of what happened.
No, wait. Are you telling me that Gabrielle killed Johnny D?
No. She's not the one that killed him. Listen, everything that I'm about to tell you stays between us.
Yeah,
okay?
obviously. Now, listening to this audio tape, I mean, can you tell who killed Johnny D?
Without a doubt.
Okay, well, who was it?
It was Nikki Smith.
Nikki Smith?
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean,
Wait,
unbelievable.
it gets even weirder. Listen, she was protecting Tina. And Nikki Smith leaves the room. Gabrielle comes in. You can clearly hear that it's Gabrielle on the tape. She comes in, she finds Tina on the bed unconscious, Johnny D on the floor nearly dead, so she calls
911.
Yeah, 911.
I remember all that. You know, I never bought her story then. So what else happened?
I don't know what else happened. That's the end of the tape. That's where our problems begin, because if Carlo had this tape, we know that he must have listened to the thing. So he knows who killed his son. He also knows that Gabrielle was there.
So we can assume from all this that she made a deal with him.
Yeah, I guess.
And knowing how hung up she is about money and security, she must have jumped at any offer he made.
And now Carlo knows that he's not going to be the grandfather to Tina's baby, which means he's got nothing to protect, no one to keep him in check. So you know what's going to be the main thing on his mind is
revenge.
Is revenge, that's right. That's why I need you here, because Carlo doesn't trust me anymore. And if Gabrielle's working for him, then hopefully maybe you can get her to trust you.
Got it. Thank you for the nightmare, buddy.
I'm sorry, but this is the only way to get the inside line on what Carlo's doing. So what do you say?
Huh? What can I say? It's got to be done.
You know, you can't do it that way. You have to, Fine. I'm on my way to the hospital, so I will be back around, You going out this evening?
Yes.
That's a nice dress. I'm sure you'll look great in it.
You know you want to ask me whether or not I'm going out with Carrie. I am. I told you I was going to.
Yes, you did.
I'm a grown-up, responsible woman. I can make my own choices and my own mistakes, and Carrie is not a mistake. You can't keep pulling rank on me, big sister.
I know.
And I also know how you feel about Carrie, so you don't have to tell me that again.
And I won't. I'll be back after dinner.
Hold it.
Look, obviously you want to have this conversation. I don't. I gotta go to work.
Well, don't walk out, Sheila. We have to finish this once and for all. What is the problem that you have with Carrie? I do not understand why you feel the way you do about him.
I've given you all the reasons, and Lord knows we've had enough debates about it.
Well, your reasons don't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense that I am worried that you're throwing away your scholarship at Harvard.
Who says I'm going to throw it away? That's exactly what I mean. If I were threatening to quit school and run away with Carrie, I could understand your concern, but I'm not. So, is there something else about Carrie that you don't like?
Yeah, I guess there is.
Don't you think you should tell me?
Look, what is this thing about me not smiling? I'm appalled at this. What do you think? I'm some unhappy
I don't
guy?
think
That's what
that.
you said.
No, I said what
Well,
I
we already have established what you just said.
What I meant to say was that ever since I've met you, you have been going through a lot of very difficult times. Let's face it, we haven't had a lot of laughs, Bo. I mean, in retrospect, Aida was kind of fun.
Yeah, it's the last time I ever want to be backstage with an elephant.
Yeah. But, you know, searching for my father and searching for Sarah.
Now, you just haven't seen my best side. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe I have.
Well, normally I'm just a grinning idiot. See?
And I'm looking forward to getting to know you better under normal circumstances.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to living under normal circumstances.
There they are.
What?
Laugh lines. I knew they were here someplace.
Well, no, I think these are called crow's feet.
No, no, no. With women, they're called crow's feet. With men, they're a sign of deep character.
Well, this deep character has a welcome home party to plan.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to make you feel self-conscious about them. I think they're kind of cute.
Well, thanks.
I also think there's a lot more about you that's... I have these papers I have to take back to the hotel.
I've got to go to the hotel. I got to meet Jake there.
Oh.
You want to have lunch?
Can we flip for the check?
Yeah, I'll bring a nickel.
Deal.
All right. Where's your coat?
Mom, look, I don't have a choice. I've got to start a new life for myself and for my son. And if Carlo is the person who will help me do that, then so be it.
I totally disagree. Oh, listen to me. I love you so much, Gabrielle. Please, put your energies into Max, not Carlo.
There is nothing more I can do about it.
Why are you so sure of
Do you
that?
think I would have given up if I thought there was half a chance? Mom, I don't have any more chances here. Carlo is my only hope. I don't have any friends. I don't have any allies. At best, I'm ignored or people just walk right by me. What else do I have? He's my only hope. He gives me one thing that other people don't give me. Safety in numbers.
I don't understand. There are only two of you, aren't there?
Yes, but he has connections. And he's rich.
Yes, and so will Max be. Thanks to your ingenuity, one day he's going to inherit a fortune from Asa. Oh, darling, you don't want to be cut off from all that, do you?
Oh, God, I hope that's not Carlo. Max.
I cannot believe you have a grudge against Carrie just because you dated some musician 1,000 years ago that reminded you of him. That is a pretty flimsy reason to trash Carrie.
You made me tell you. You will hear it all.
Right.
No, he was a lot like Carrie. I mean, he was real good looking. I love being with him, and he's very charming, treated me great. He had the best sense of humor. I used to laugh with him like I never laughed with anyone else. And he was very serious about his music. I mean, he had a purpose in life. I like that.
So far, I don't see a problem.
Neither did I. But when push came to shove, his music took precedence over everything. I mean, I was always there when he needed me. I was there at every gig, every rehearsal, when he was excited or depressed about his career. I remember when Aunt Anita died. I needed this guy to be with me, to deal with all this. You know, just to be around, you know?
Wasn't he?
No. He was at a gig. It seemed that his music was always there when I needed him. His music always came first.
You're making a big generalization here, sis. Just because he was selfish doesn't mean all musicians are, including Carrie, are selfish. Carrie is nothing like that.
I'm not so sure.
Fine, don't be so sure, but you're talking as if we're gonna get married or something. I'm just going out on a date.
It's a pretty casual attitude.
You've got to be kidding. I'm not supposed to date a guy unless I'm seriously considering marrying him? First of all, what am I supposed to do? Sit around here and read romance novels and watch movies of the week and wait for Mr. Right to come along? Second of all, if I don't go out and date with him when he shows up, how will I know if it's him or not? I don't know.
It's pretty stupid, wasn't it?
Hey, don't be calling my sister stupid.
All right, everything you said before was true. You are in charge of your life, and all I can offer you is my advice, honey. It's just that I cannot stand to see you get hurt. So my advice sometimes is...
A little extreme?
No.
Sheila.
All right, a little extreme. But I'm only trying to protect you.
I don't need... What's the use? We're just gonna keep having the same old argument.
And I'm not just bothering you because I want to tell you what I think. I'm speaking for Mom and Dad, too, you know. They are so proud of you.
Please.
Well, they are. I mean, you know how Mama's always talking about her little Rika.
She's so beautiful and so talented and so smart.
Mhm.
I can just hear Mama now.
Don't knock it. It's a precious gift to have their respect like that.
I know.
And I also want them to feel confident that you are here with me. And I do not want them worrying and fretting over whether you're going to be okay or not.
Stop. I'm dying of the guilt.
If you want to feel guilty about something, this ironing is pitiful. Oh, come on. Iron the dress the way I told you, or take it to someone who knows how to take care of it. I'm already late. I love you.
Right.
I mean it.
Yeah, I love you too.
It had to be hard on Vicky hearing Nikki Smith's voice on a tape.
It was bizarre. It was definitely bizarre.
How'd she take it?
She's tough. She handled it. She took it pretty well.
I don't have a clue as to what I would do. Vicky knows that whatever Nikki Smith does, she really doesn't have any control over that. But Vicky was holding the gun. You know, she pulled the trigger.
I know, and that's what I'm really worried about here, Bo, is Carlo. And how he's going to seek his revenge on this whole thing.
I guess it's too much to hope that Carlo will give up this eye for an eye stuff, huh?
No, there's no way. Carlo wants blood. He knows who killed his son, and who do you think he's going to make pay for it?
Vicky. Or somebody very close to her, Jake.
I know.
You think Nat's drug has anything to do with all this?
Possibly. Very possible. But right now, I want to figure out how Gabrielle fits into this whole plan.
Gabrielle?
Yeah, Gabrielle. It's a long story. Listen, I've got Max working on it right now. He's trying to work on this angle. Now, all we can hope is that she just trusts him and thinks he's on her level.
Come in. What do you want? What can I do for you?
Oh, hello, Max, darling. How are you?
Oh, Julia.
Mm.
How are you?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, but I must dash. Please, don't be so quick to throw in the towel, especially while he still bears the Buchanan family crest.
Well, can I get you anything? Cup of tea or, well, you probably have more papers to give me for the divorce.
No, actually, I don't.
Really? I'm surprised. I would have thought that lovely Alex was busy churning them out.
It is about our divorce, but,
What's the problem?
I've been thinking things over, and,
Max, just say what's on your mind, please. The suspense is killing me.
I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. I think I was too hasty in walking out on you.
You do?
Yeah. I overreacted. You know me, I'm hot-tempered and impulsive, and then I regret everything later on, but I kept thinking about you and me and what we meant to each other, what this house means to you and to Al.
Are you saying that you've changed your mind about selling the house? Or are you saying that you think our marriage could have a second chance?
Well, I think the two are interrelated, don't you? I mean, if you and I work things out, I won't have to sell the house.
Oh, wait a minute. Could you possibly be sweet-talking me into some sort of settlement?
No, I don't play games, remember?
And if that didn't work, you would then bully me into defeat?
Hey, you're the one who threatened to disappear with my son. Don't forget that.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose it. And I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
Max, I think you can understand why I'm a little bit skeptical about all this.
Sure, I can understand. But what possible ulterior motive could I have in coming here? The only reason I'm here is to, I don't know, maybe make sure that you and I don't have to go through any more hell.
So, you're saying that we might have a future?
Sure, we might. Depends on certain terms that you'll have to agree on.
Thank you. What is that?
It's my date book. I have to check something.
No, right now you have to relax. Alex, Asa is running you ragged.
No, he's not. Well, maybe he is a little.
You know, I could understand all this, this overtime if you were being paid by the hour.
I really have to check
No,
something.
right
but-
now what you really have to do is listen, because this is going to be the lesson of the day, okay? You listening?
I'm all ears.
All right. Seems to me it really doesn't matter if you make, say, $60,000 a year or $60 million a year if you don't get a chance to enjoy your own life, see? Now, I think what you have to do is you have to go to the old man and you have to assert yourself. You have to let him know what your priorities are clearly, okay? Because there's a lot of life going on out here, Alex. You got to enjoy it.
I enjoy work.
Are you listening to me?
Yes. Priorities, life, overtime. I got it. Now, can I have my book?
No. I listened to you on the smiling thing. I can take some friendly criticism.
I wasn't criticizing you.
Well, I can take it, whatever it is. So right now, I just want you to listen, okay? You're working too hard, Alex. You don't have a life.
Thank you very much.
There's no end to it with Asa either. I mean, as much as you give, that's how much he wants to take. And as much as you let him take, he's going to expect even more from you.
I think it's really sweet for you to be so concerned about this, but whatever's going on is just fine with me.
Why?
Well, I don't have to compartmentalize my life. You see, I don't have to make time for social engagements or family obligations except for my father. And the only responsibilities that I have are to my work and to Lisa. And right now, Lisa's doing a bang-up job of taking care of herself.
Alex, get a life.
I have a life. I am perfectly happy. I like my work. I enjoy working for Asa. I really do. And he seems to be very happy with everything that I'm doing. And to tell you the truth, it's very nice to be appreciated.
Yeah, well, what you have to do is you have to get out there and you have to see people.
I see people. I have a lot of human contact. All right. It's not like there is some terrific guy banging my door down to see if I'm available.
How is a guy going to know you're available if you're never out there?
What am I supposed to do? Take out a billboard?
No, that's one thing you don't have to do. Believe me. You just make yourself available. And then believe me, every night you're going to be booked solid, okay? And it's not going to be Asa Buchanan. So go ahead, yeah, blush. You can sit there and grin, but just listen to me, Alex. There's a guy out there. All you have to do, you give him a half a chance. You see? And look at this, I'm doing it again. Who said I couldn't smile?
I mean, what's the matter? You sounded terrible when you called.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Well, no, that's okay. But did something happen? Are you sick?
No.
Well, then what's the matter?
I didn't mean for you to come all this way over here
Well,
either.
Rika, the way you sounded on the phone, I had to.
Well, you should have let me finish telling you over the phone what
That the
I had
house
to
is
tell you.
quarantined. I've been exposed to scarlet fever, and I can't leave here. And I'm stuck with you. You're stuck with me.
That's too bad. What is it? Oh, don't tell me. You can't come tonight.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no problem. You want to do it another night? Well, then what's the problem? Will you talk to me, please?
I just can't go, okay?
It's Sheila, right?
Yes, but it's
See,
not what you
and
think.
so now
I have
you're
to-
listening to her stories about me being a no-good, no-account musician.
No, I don't think that at all, and I told her that. Only, I can't.
You can't what? You can't deal with the guilt she's dumping on you?
I do feel guilty, but it's not Sheila's fault.
Sheila's so good at that, you don't even know it.
She didn't say anything to make me feel guilty, but I know how she feels.
Well, what about how you feel when you're with me? Doesn't that matter?
Carrie, please, understand.
No, I don't understand.
Well, at least don't hate me for disappointing you again. Okay? I wish you could understand that since Dan and Laura left town, I only know 2 people here. You and my sister.
You know Miles, Yusef, Bo,
Oh, come on,
Andy.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Your sister runs your life. I mean, I don't even understand the
She does not run
beef
my
that-
life.
Sheila has steamrolled you into breaking another date with me. That's not running your life? Okay, look. I know that I cannot control what you do or what you decide. Maybe your sister can, but I can't. Okay, my father, he's told me something a long time ago. He said to deal with what life deals you. So we can't have a date. Can we go to lunch?
I thought I said that
What?
wouldn't...
No, look. Lunch is not a date. Lunch is lunch. Have you eaten lunch?
No.
Are you planning to eat lunch?
Yes.
Are you free for lunch?
Yes.
Can we go to lunch together?
Not if it's gonna be a date.
Okay. I am going to Andy's in 15 minutes. I have to look at some publicity photos, and I could really use some advice. Oh, so that we got this clear, and so that Sheila is clear, this is a business lunch. You will be my expert consultant, and I'll even pay for your meal.
No.
No, to date life. No problem, fine. You pay for your own sandwich? I don't even care.
I don't even care either.
What about Sheila?
Why should she care?
Yeah, why should she care?
Carlo! Hey, how you doing?
Fine.
Good. Good. You heard from your daughter lately? She been calling, writing you at all?
Jake.
What?
Under different circumstances, I might find our little game of cat and mouse entertaining. You used my daughter to get close to me, to keep tabs on me. I can tolerate the latter, but the former? Using Charlotte, hurting her the way you did?
No.
It's unforgivable.
No,
you don't.
You hurt Charlotte.
Oh, come.
She suffered more at your hands than you could ever imagine. All I did was I felt sorry for her.
She doesn't need your pity.
She doesn't have it anymore. The only reason why I stayed with her is just because I cared about what happened to her. She made certain sacrifices for me. I felt compelled to do the same.
Certain sacrifices? She stood between you and certain death. She took a bullet in her back. She lost her eyesight over her love for you. Hey, no, you just abandoned her.
No. I didn't abandon her. I just walked away from her. There's a difference. You lied to me. She lied to me. Both of you were lying to me the whole time. I'm talking about the fact that she's gotten her eyesight back. And you knew all along. Now, how stupid did you think I was, huh? How long were you going to play this little blind charade? Is lying a policy with you now, or is it just become a force of habit? No. You lied to me about her getting her eyesight back. And now you're lying about the movie, aren't you?
What movie? Huh? What do you know about a movie?
don't know if I like the sound of this. What terms?
First of all, I won't have Al being used as a bargaining tool. I mean, I can't stand to think what we've put him through already. And I can't imagine how this is going to affect him for the rest of his life. Now, no matter what happens between you and me, we got to protect him as much as we can. And we got to make sure that Al understands that his mother and father really love him no matter what. And that we'll never be separated from him for long.
I certainly can't disagree with any of that.
Great, because the troubles are between you and me. I don't want Al in the middle. And I don't want him to ever be used again. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And please don't drag Asa into this, or Renee, or anyone else in my family for that matter.
The precious Buchanan family.
Well, I'm sorry, but they're my family now,
I
like
know.
it or not.
I know they are. So if I do as you ask, we still have a chance.
Well, it depends how willing you are to tell me the truth. You've never been able to tell me the truth so far.
I never wanted to lie to you, and I never meant to hurt you in any
well,
way.
the fact is you did, okay? Lying to you is like instinctive. It's like an addiction. I'm sorry. Listen, if you and I are going to work things out, you got to be straight with me, okay?
You know, when I did lie, it was because I was absolutely certain of losing you. Or I felt very trapped. Or there just wasn't any other way out.
Well, you and I do things differently, I guess. Because, you know, when I'm confronted with something I don't know how to handle, the first thing I do is I lay my cards out on the table. And then see what happens. But the first thing you do is lie. Every single time.
I know. That's because I was trapped. There was no other way of doing it. I was convinced that you were going to be gone. And look, what I've learned from this is that if I had been truthful from the very beginning, maybe we never would have been separated. Max, if I had the time to live over again, I would do it so differently. I would do it honestly.
Great. Because that's what I'm offering you right now, a chance for you to be honest for the first time in your life. Now, can you do that?
I can do anything you say. I can do anything you want. As long as we have a future.
Okay. How about that one?
Reject.
No, why?
It looks like a high school graduation picture. Look at that cheesy grin. You look like a kid. Ah. What about this one? Ooh, beefcake.
Can I have that back, please?
What were you thinking?
What, do you like it?
I mean, did it get hot under the lights or what?
Well, come on, Rika. That was for my publicity posters.
Is this supposed to be a sexy pinup? Is that what you're supposed to be?
Oh, that is not funny. And now I'm hurt.
You are not.
You don't like my poster?
Is this poster for real?
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Now give me your professional opinion. I already have your personal opinion.
Okay, in my professional opinion, I think this would make a fine poster. I think girls would have it in their lockers all over America.
Girls don't put posters in their lockers, do they?
Yeah, like you've never seen a girl's locker.
I never. I haven't ever seen it. Would you put that in your locker?
Well,
Well?
Whether or not you and I have a future depends a lot on whether or not you're going to tell me the truth about the past.
Can't we just start fresh?
No, I'm sorry. It can't be that easy. I need to know for myself that somehow I can trust you again.
You will.
Well, I need explanations. There's a lot of things I can't figure out.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know, like Carlo Hesser, for instance? I mean, why did he video you and Tony? You know, I keep going over it, and I can't figure out what he wanted from you.
Nothing. He didn't want anything from me. It was Tony that he wanted something from.
The truth, remember? You said you wanted to start fresh.
I do.
Okay. So you gotta get clean with me about this videotape. Tell me the truth.
I will, Max. But first, I want you to hear me. All the lies that I told, everything that I did, every way that I covered them up, all the reasons that I used. I never lied about how I felt about you. I could never lie about that. I have always loved you, and I always will.
What I know is that you're backing Hunter Guthrie's movie, and you want to keep quiet about it. The only thing I haven't figured out is how come all of a sudden you're dabbling in show business, Carlo.
I don't dabble in anything, including Mr. Guthrie's movie. And if you keep poking around in my business, you could get hurt.
It's coming back at you, Carlo. You try anything funny, and I'll nail you. You can count on it.